Hi everyone, I wanted to share with you today an unboxing and a little demonstration of Jane Davenport's skin tone face paints. These are acrylic paints, and as you can see they come 4 to a box, and I didn't realize until I bought them that they actually come with a stencil and a little paintbrush too, which I will be showing you in a moment. So when I was taking these out, I looked around to see if they had names, and I didn't see names on the products themselves. I didn't find them on the website. And I do some swatching later to show you what the paints look like on the outside of the tube. And that's the cute little flat paintbrush that comes with the set, and one of Jane's face stencils. So I'm using her 9x12 canvas journal right now, and I've already gotten maybe a quarter of the way through the journal. I really enjoy this journal a lot. It has really nice mixed media paper inside, and I'm just adding a layer of gesso. So once the gesso is dry, I'm placing the stencil and figuring out where I want her face to be, and I'm using a Derwent Inktense pencil to line her face. You could also stamp through the stencil, you could use paint to dab through the stencil, but I thought that I would use the Derwent Inktense and see how they do with the acrylic paints. So I'm using one of the lighter flesh tones right now. It's kind of an almond shade. And as you can see, they go on really smoothly. They're not a super thick paint, and I really liked that for the application because it just sort of adds to the creaminess and the smoothness of the application of the paints, so they're really nice to work with. And I noticed to get good even coverage on this paper, I used 2 coats of that first skin tone, and that really evened it out and made it look very smooth and pretty. And the Inktense pencils are made to react to water, so since acrylic paints are water-based, it does activate that ink in the pencils, and once something is applied to the Inktense, it's permanent, so I thought it'd be perfect for this project. So now I'm just sort of evening out her skin tone, and I wanted to go over her right eye a little bit more so it didn't stick out so much with the blue. Next I'm going in with the peach tone. I thought this would be a fun color to brighten up her cheeks and a little bit on her nose and give some color to her face. And I add a little bit of that first flesh tone that I used so that I can sort of blend in the cheek color so it doesn't have any harsh lines. And something that I did quite a bit throughout this painting was I kept a spritzer of water nearby so that I could reactivate the paint that I have just on the canvas to the side there, and that helped me work with shearer layers if I wanted to do that. Now this is the darkest tone of the collection. It's a really pretty pink color. So I found that all 4 colors really work nicely together. So then I just go over with a little bit more Inktense and Now I am sifting through her mermaid markers and looking for a color for her hair, and I went with Byron Bay, which is a really pretty blue-green. And while it's still wet, I just go in with a wet paintbrush and I'm just smoothing out her hair. And as you can see, when the dye ink is on its own without water added, it's a really deep, rich color. And then I thought I would put some red stripes on her shirt, so I used the color Lobster in the Mermaid Markers. Now I'm adding a little bit of blue bottle color, the Mermaid Markers, and then just going in with a wet paintbrush to color in her eyes. And that is a Pitt pen, a white one, to add some highlights. You could also use acrylic paint. A little bit more Derwent Inktense pencil to define her eyebrows and go around her eyes. Then I thought it'd be neat to try out how the paint does with the mermaid markers. So what I noticed was that it didn't seem to pick up the mermaid marker too much, even though it is a water-based paint. The Lobster, I think, was pretty dry at this point, and so it's good to know that the stripes would stay put and they wouldn't just run together. So now I'm just flicking some water onto her hair to see how the mermaid marker will react, and it did a really nice job of giving some white splotches. And now I'm just showing some color swatches. So up top is that really pretty pink color, second one is peach, then there's sort of that deeper almond color and a lighter almond color. Now I'm just seeing how colored pencils do with the paints, and I don't have her magic wands yet. She does have a set of 24 wax-based colored pencils that I have not been able to get yet. So I'm just using Prismacolors. There's a closer look, and a closer look with the swatches as well. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the demo, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.